Hey, good evening, everyone, Facebook friends and family. Thanks for joining us at Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive, where we dive in with a shark. Tonight on our show, we have in the house, like always, behind the scenes, Tor, the producer. Thanks for your help. We got Vince Lott in the house, Cassandra Bryant, our professional Shark Attack commentator. And then back here behind me is Fred Vetters, owner-operator of Tipsy Tomato, our proud sponsor for Season 2. Thanks for all of that.
Absolutely.
This week we've got our drill. I sent it over to Fred via Facebook Messenger earlier today. He did a little groundwork on that. We're gonna give it our best shot. It's kind of a hard one. It's heck, the book said it was like skill level 2, but I'm not really buying into that.
It's a good one.
Not here with us right now is Jacqueline. She's down doing her bar thing at the social, and not feeling well, a little under the weather is Eric the Clock Doctor. So we're gonna give him some shark love. Wish him well. Hope the rest is getting to you. I'm sure you're checking it out. Hope you enjoy the show. Cassandra's going to take over and do your deed of flipping the timer whenever we're ready for that. Go ahead. That signifies the 30-minute window for our open swim, where we're going to dive in with Fred. We're going to talk about being business owners. We're going to talk about picky pool people and anything in between. What else am I missing, guys? We got the Shark Attack after that. That's a race to 7 and 9 ball. And then we're going to give Fred a chance to win some of our Sharky Waters money and the break pot. That's a $10 buy-in for him, and we'll explain the rules to that in a little bit later. In the meantime, we'll dive in. I'm going to give this thing a shot. So what we were saying was...
Okay. So ball in hand to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Can hit this rail, making those balls, and you can hit this rail, making these balls. So object is come bottom, a little bottom right, come out enough to get the 2 ball over here.
Got it. Got it. I'm going to look at it
One
like
diamond
this
a piece.
I'm going to look at it and imagine that this is like...
That's it.
It's exactly where I want to be right there.
That's a good look at it. To the begin. And then it gets funky towards the middle.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I've been working a lot on... Huge shout out to everybody who was helping me with putting new lights in. That's been like the #1
It looks nice.
Request for upgrade in the Sharky Water. So we're happy that we made it into season 2 with just only episode 2 before we got them up. But I've noticed there's like a pretty good halo around the ground, the shadowing on it, and I'm gonna use that as like my mental focus of like standing outside of the box and looking at it, and then when I get in there, I'll be like ready to do business. So I'm like looking out, I'm looking back at this spot here. That's really been my focus lately, is working a lot on inside and outside perspectives while I'm coming up to the table. That's gonna be too far.
Yep.
Yeah, set me back up. I've also got a mental shark here that we nicked our felt 2 times. This felt is literally 1 week old and we nicked it. So I'm like running right over that little patch. I don't know if they could see that from the camera, but I definitely can see it from where I'm at.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands.
I did it again. I'm not getting enough bottom on it. Let me try again here. I know it's probably not the trade-off you wanted, but
you know, nicked felt versus new lights, not ideal, but
I'm a man of understanding that it takes, you got to break omelets to make eggs.
Exactly.
I'm totally okay with it.
one door closes, another door opens.
I like it. Took a second to be frustrated about it, and immediately was like, shameless plug, man.
You're still
Clean
shooting
Slate
the ball.
Billiard Service is going to take care of that real quick.
That's it.
Oh, I'm not as far back
There you
as I
go.
want to be, but I got the angle I need.
It gets a little more right side and not as much deep when you get towards the center.
Yeah. How long did you spend practicing this today?
You don't want to know. Well, the first 3 times I did it, I made it.
Oh, that's not good.
But the first time I made it was on the rails. So then this got easier.
Yeah, we did a drill like that last season, and heck, that one was hard too. Let me get it one more go, and then we'll see,
Yeah, absolutely.
see you go. I may as well take this open swim time to formally thank you for the Clean Slate Billiards work and,
Absolutely,
and the
man.
opportunity to go in there
Thanks
and
for
fix that
coming
place
out
up.
and doing that real quick.
It means a lot to me, for one, just the business sense of, we live in a capitalistic world, so that puts food on my table. But
100%. It does on mine because I'm on the back end of it.
yeah, exactly. It's a real win-win situation in that regard.
Absolutely is.
The pool community really, it was like
Needs
a
it.
calling,
Yep.
and we do. We need that type
We
of
need it.
support
Yep.
from the ownership.
Tacoma got small and we're still pulling together.
Oh, look, I'm real good on that one. I really got the draw I wanted to on that one. I kind of sat up quick. I wasn't real good about my form, but it worked.
There you go.
See, now we're getting weirder, huh?
Here's where it pulls out longer, but shorter at the same time.
Yeah, you got to kind of finesse it from here.
Yeah, it's all about the spin. Nice shot.
Thanks.
But you were there.
Yeah, all right.
Because
let's
you can
get
go, you can almost go flat once you're here. Come
Right.
over here.
Right. Right, then you're just going cross table to kind of quote. And a lot of the times your 2-ball outs, they kind of look just like that, right?
Yeah,
You got to
absolutely
the
do.
8's right here and the 9's right there.
Yep.
So it's a good drill to practice. Now let me ask you, how long have you owned Tipsy Tomato?
We have been in the building 3 years as of the Tipsy Tomato name, 2.5.
Okay.
Oh, well, little over 2.
Yeah.
I'll just go there. Little over 2.
We being your lovely Mrs. Carey?
Yes. Yeah, wife.
Yeah, I like that place. It's a sweet little bar. It's
It's
kinda
an
quaint
interesting,
and-
yeah, it's an interesting entity all on its own.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's got.
I think a lot of people don't know how big that place is when
No,
you
you
drive
walk
right by it.
you walk into the front, and you got the first 2, and then you look at the third, and you're like, nope, that's not a mirror, it's another, and then you walk around to the right. And
Yeah, it
It's,
really
uh,
does kind of give that. You think it's a mirror back there, but it's not.
Nope.
For those who don't know, they got darts. They got 4 pool tables in there. Really good food. I'll come full disclosure right about now and hope and let you know I was hoping to play you for some pizza party sponsorship because I've had the pizza.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I've had what's the other one? There's a almost vegetarian one that was there. It's like a special one of the specialty ones, and then the cheese blade.
Oh, the meat and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Yeah.
She's been a chef for a long time, and I told her, I was like, hey, I want to get this bar going, and she was like, absolutely not. And I said, well, you got the kitchen. And that turned her head
Yeah. Yeah.
immediately. Like, oh, I can do what I want in my own kitchen.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay, why not?
Yeah, delightful. That just seems like a good partnership.
Yeah. Parties are pretty epic.
Yeah. What's your background in it? What made you get into it?
Bartending.
Yeah.
Needed a job at 22.
Yeah. So you've been doing it that long.
I found a little beer baller and started working. See, I'm just too flat.
You got it?
Nah.
No. Here, I'll get you on the wooden ball.
Thanks. No, just started bartending at O'Malley's and then jumped around from there and started to save my money because I knew I wanted my own place by 40, and here I be.
Cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a clean execution of a plan. That's always something to fear in a pool player. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
something that you got to learn how to do. There's some people who don't know how to execute, and you don't really worry about those guys. You just kind of assume they're going to give you another chance.
Correct.
Of course, that can be dangerous too.
Should be. Just a little too much. Hello.
Just had Deborah Gross step in the house. Pleasure to see you, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. I think she plays. Do you play at the Tipsy Tomato?
Not out of the Tipsy Tomato, but I played there several times.
Yeah.
Hi, babe.
I was just there for the qualifiers.
Yeah.
Saturday.
How are you?
You've already had qualifiers there.
Yeah, we had
Oh,
one.
Yeah, I understood that they were happening. I didn't know that they were happening already.
Yeah, well, unbeknownst to us, we got the flyer via Facebook, APA.
So you found
And,
out through Facebook that it was happening?
I started looking down where they
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
seeing what was close, and bam!
That's like when you.
Every Saturday, first of the month, I believe.
It's like when you hear about the NFL players finding out that they got traded on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
all right, I guess that's happening. That's great. Then I imagine that'll bring in. How many teams play through? Or how many people play through those qualifiers at a time? 10,
16,
16,
I believe. Yeah.
And
That's
how many
what they
teams
try
do
to
you?
get.
How many teams do you have now?
We have 3 Sunday, 2 Thursday, Tuesday, and I think Wednesday, so that's 7.
Wow. Yeah, it's basically transforming that place into a complete pool bar.
Yeah, we were
You know?
trying to find our way.
Yeah.
Music in the first year didn't really pan out, so then we were like, no.
And meanwhile, you've been an avid pool player for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Turned 21 and started running with it. But I started playing when I
Sitting
was
in the back of your
15.
mind, you're thinking, we've got a real opportunity to do some nice pool tables and pool
The
playing.
whole back room was just wide open. Just tables and chairs not being used. It was that was easy.
Fire away, ball in hand.
All right.
We'll get warmed up. Yeah, the first I had ever heard about you was when you got the snooker table and put it in the back room, and I didn't even know that there was a back room back there, and everybody
Right.
was telling me,
Nobody
yeah,
knew.
Fred's got the snooker table. It's stashed in the back room over
Yeah.
at the bar. And then I went back there and was like, holy heck, this place is big.
Yeah. I actually want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, you let me know when you're ready. That'll be that'll be another thing that the local community is kind of missing in a
Been missing
billiard sense is
forever.
a nice billiard table or a nice snooker table to play on. Something just gargantuan and overwhelmingly big.
What's that?
Just something gargantuous and overwhelmingly
Yeah.
big to play on.
Well, I mean, I used to play 9-ball on it during the day practicing.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of pool in a university center in Texas, and they had a 5x10 snooker gold crown table there, and we used to do the same thing. We'd play 9-ball on it, practice our accuracy in that way.
It was great. I loved it. For an hour or two just to go bang some balls by yourself, drill a little bit.
Yeah. I can't ever think about that pool room without thinking about it. That was like where I was on September 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to go play pool in the morning just like I always did. And there's a Chick-fil-A upstairs and the stairs go down to where the pool tables were. And the Chick-fil-A was packed. And this is obviously 2001. They didn't have half
Right.
of the clever marketing strategies that they have now that gets people lined up out the door. It was really unusual to see that many people in there. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. But they were all watching the TV, but the TV's they're facing me, so I can't see what's on the TV. And I'm like, whatever, I'll go downstairs. And the desk where you check out the balls had a TV above it, and everyone in the pool room was standing there, and they're facing the same thing. They're like, I can't see what's on the TV, but they're all facing it, looking at it. And the guy checking out balls, he's not even looking at me to give me the balls. And I'm like, all right, I'll take a look. And then it was the news on the World Trade Center and all that.
That was my brother's 18th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday
He's
to
36 now.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Travis.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was nuts. Nice shot.
Yeah, there's surprisingly less and less I remember when, going on. It seems to be kind of slow. It was 18 years ago.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Nice shot.
Tor works with kids. He's a teacher at the Tacoma schools.
What school?
Idea? Yeah.
Okay.
Tor, they have any like conversation about that stuff? Any talking about that in the school program? Any like required curriculum that we like never forget?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I was spacing out a second ago. You're gonna have to refresh me.
We're talking 9/11, and if that is like
Oh yeah.
present, you know, being the anniversary, the 18-year anniversary, and how it seems to be like not as remembered, despite the like catch saying that we'll never forget.
Yeah, I got it.
Not a whole lot of discussion of that in school right now. I mean, socially within the kids, I think they're pretty, you know, most of them were, or all of them rather, were not alive
Yeah.
when that happened.
Yeah.
And so,
That probably has something to
know.
do with the memory of something, you know.
you know, I imagine it's like how I look at Vietnam or something like that. That was like a generation or two before me that you like really recognize like it was really truly horrific, but you have no context or
Totally.
hard to
Yeah.
like fully have that empathy. I mean, because they're high schoolers, and that's something that young people, even old people for that matter, are still learning.
Totally.
But you know, definitely more difficult when it's something you're disconnected from. Yeah, I thought
no,
about
fair
that today.
point.
Obviously, it's like a half-mast flag day. And so,
of
you know,
course.
most of the schools have flags in the parking lot and stuff like that. So it's got to be.
My daughter didn't go to school till 10:3.
I used to participate in the like logistics of that system, you know, that there's actually a letter that comes from the governor to assign you that, and that gets sent down and forwarded all the way down to the custodian, you know, back when I was cleaning the schools, that the custodian's the guy who goes out there and makes sure that it's at the right height.
Right. Yep.
And then they do the same thing when it's time to like put it back up to normal height. They send an email out that kind of gets forwarded all the way down to the proper hands, from the principal all the way down to the person lifting the flag.
Kind of like that. The intention behind it is that it's like something important. You
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that everyone's aware and conscious of it and thinking about it and being sensitive to what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. There's that element you like find, sometimes you'll drive by the bank or something and you'll see it flying half staff and you got to kind of check in, you know, wonder what it is or remind yourself about
Right.
that loss that people experience, you know, that can easily go through your day without even taking a look at it.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate part.
Yeah.
I think being open and honest and like documenting that stuff and communicating it is important. The thing that comes to mind, and not really in terms of tragedy, but I just think about my grandparents who were immigrants and you know how much work they did to document their culture artistically and with their trades and all that stuff from their old country and make sure that that was prevalent. I think regardless of the topic, it's like super important to just have open communication about all that stuff and tell the truth about what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Censored history is not history at all, right? I had actually, in light of that, I don't know if you guys had seen yesterday, I had posted a post that was like pretty hard to find footage of, but it was Donald Rumsfeld's speech from the day
Saw
before, you know, and basically there's a lot to the ideas that there's some like real shady history that went right amongst underneath our noses in that event. And I'm not trying to like adhere to the camps of conspiracy theories or anything, but like what I posted was like a fact, was that Donald Rumsfeld came out and said a lot of really wild things in contrast to, in light of like the events that would happen the next morning. You know, if people haven't looked at that, check into that stuff. It's pretty alarming. It appears that our systems have needed improvement since before the exclamation point of 9/11's tragedy. You know, that brought it to a lot of people's awareness and attention. But we all do our part, right? I build pool tables to keep people playing. You host them at your place to keep them happy, and tour your teaching
I give them games.
Ooh, I don't know if I wanted that one to go in like that.
Fred, I'm kind of curious how late your spot's open tonight, man. I'm feeling a little peckish, and I've heard the pizza is really good.
2 a.m. all day, every day.
Awesome. Yeah, maybe we
close
can
the
get the
kitchen
gang together
around
and get some pizza
On
afterwards.
Friday, Saturday, we'll close it
Absolutely.
at 1 o'clock. On weekdays, we'll keep the cook around till at least midnight. You know, if there's orders, they're cooking. There's people looking, they're still there. And we open at 11.
I'm
And
pretty sure there's a clever safety here, but I don't really see it. That's definitely not it.
didn't see that one.
That's definitely not it. This table's a little bit bigger than the big table at your place, but it'll be nothing compared to that snooker table when it gets put together.
No.
So, Fred, when you're not slinging pizzas or playing pool, what do you like to do?
Hang out with my 5-year-old.
Nice. What's your 5-year-old into right now?
Horses.
Nice.
That's cool.
Lots and lots of horses.
Riding them, looking at them.
Anything she can get her
identifying 'em.
hands on.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a little spitfire. Just
Cool.
started school yesterday.
I have a 4-year-old, and
Right.
he's into anything and everything Minecraft. Anyone who knows
Oh,
him
yeah?
knows that. And he's got all the energy in the world, man. He doesn't stop.
Oh, yeah.
He
No,
doesn't stop
they
at all.
don't. Can't stop. won't
I
stop.
remember being young and having adults say, "Oh, if you could bottle up their energy," and all of those cliche sayings that we say now.
Right.
It's like looking back and looking at the kids now. He's like, "Oh,
Totally
so
understand.
true." Yeah, so true. Where do they get it from?
Say it's from their mamas.
Yeah.
All the good things from your mother. They are. Let's listen to my dad. His favorite thing to say is that his kids got their good books and their smarts from their mom because he still has his.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so pizza after the show. I was trying to plug the bar last week, and I didn't know the address.
3878 South Center.
3878 South Center. That's where we'll be. That's the after party for Sharky Waters at the Tipsy Tomato.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to go try some of that za and get a couple games in.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that cheese plate is where it's at. That might be what I go for today.
And skee ball.
That's right. You have a skee ball there. Are you involved in the skee ball league?
No, I am not.
Are you
I don't
familiar?
have time.
Are you familiar
Oh, yeah.
that there is one?
Oh, yeah. No, we
Yeah.
got we have 4 teams in there.
Yeah. So you do host them though.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely host them.
Yeah, but you're not out there rolling wooden balls, huh?
No, not at this point.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if you had underage kids in there, my son, Clyde, he's prime, man. That guy can play a real good game of skee ball. He plays at mom's work at the Swiss all the time.
I want to see you hit that shot again.
Right?
that,
Right?
was pretty wild.
This is what happens
Yeah,
in the
where
open
was it?
swim, man.
Where
you
was it?
hit,
Yeah,
you
where
hit all
was
these
it?
crazy, weird, like 1 in a million shots, and then you're
Is-
just like, yeah. Anyways, man. So let's talk about the weather.
It has has the lag played the old shot yet? Where was it?
No, you,
No,
you were shooting this direction.
Yeah, you're cutting
Yeah,
for
what
a
was the
bang.
shot?
You,
No.
What was
Yeah,
on the
you
other
were
side?
you were in parallel.
Yeah, yep, here we go.
You were
Yeah.
cutting.
Yeah. And it was like half lined up with that
Yeah.
2 ball.
Yeah, and then this came off and came and clicked.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
$10
I
if you
saw
hit
it.
it again.
Hold on, let we try again. Yeah, 5 if I get it on the second try. That seems fair.
All right, but if you miss this time, you owe me 5.
Fair.
We'll just make sure your kids forget.
I'll let you off the hook. You don't have,
All right,
you don't have
all
the
right.
$5 now.
Here, you go, ball in hand from there. That's the only way you can play that.
Yeah.
That was wild how it kissed off just perfectly.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's like one of the beautiful things about this game is like you don't have to be a mathematician to know that that was like billions to 1 odds that would happen. You know,
If not
calculate
better.
that
If not
out.
better,
What's your favorite game? Now we play 9-ball here. Is that?
yeah. 9-ball or snooker.
Yeah, snooker is way fun.
Yeah. It's a. I mean, just control of the cue ball. I mean, I don't have it not like I used to, anyways.
Yeah.
But you know, you get down here and you got that 8-ball, and you just keep red ball, 8-ball, red ball, 8-ball. You know.
Yeah.
It's. And the players that play it,
Nice shot.
just chess masters.
Yeah, I like to
Yeah.
watch snooker players just to watch their speed. You know, I feel like watching their speed and their rhythm and the finesse that they have to put on the ball.
Yeah.
It really helps to translate if you're going to try and emulate that. Then all
Well,
of a sudden,
you know,
you'll
I
start
mean,
playing a
you
little
play
better.
you play on that 12-foot table, and then you jump on a 9-footer. It's like playing a 9-footer jumping on a 7-footer.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, whoa, I need to slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. Oh, you gotta kick it hard.
Somehow, it's doing so much better in the mainstream in Europe than pool is here too.
because we don't have them.
It's
They
like
grow
a-
up with it.
Yeah,
They're in the little pizza parlor. That's
right. Right.
all ages, because that back in the day was their game.
We always talk about that, about accessibility to the kids and how the kids have a hard time getting to play this game and how that can make it
Yeah.
hard. That can make it hard to enjoy as an adult. When
Sure.
you never had good
Well,
exposure
I mean,
to it.
when I started playing, I came back when I was 9 from Alaska to Washington, and was with my mom. She's playing with Lee Gilman, and wherever there was a brass rail, I was able to go because I had to be behind the line so I can watch her.
Cool.
So at around 15, little candy shop opened up down the street. Brought in a pool table. We started playing pool.
Yeah.
That was the end of it. The absolute end of it.
How old were you then?
When I initially started playing with my mom, about 15.
Nice.
Like asking her shots because I was watching. And then I think it was my 18th birthday, she bought my first pool stick. And then I hit 21 and it was it.
Yeah, by the time you were able to go in and out
Yeah.
and check out different places and see different bars. And
Yeah.
that can kind of become an addiction of its own, is going into places and seeing what kind of equipment they have in there, what kind of tables, the brands, the size, the type of cloth that's on there. Even before I was a pool table mechanic, that was like a big hobby of mine, was just going and checking out the tables and playing on them. You know, the internal conditions as well as the outside. You know,
Sure.
this is a tiki bar, this is a dive bar, this is a high-end place, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get like a nice high-end facility or you know, place with a piece of shit pool table. You
Yeah.
know, and then sometimes you get like real dive bars with real beautiful playable tables and you
Yep.
know, anything and everything in between.
Well, just what's making them money.
yeah.
Dive
I think a
bars,
lot of
you
it-
know, their pool tables are making them money.
This is another shot that I know there's a safety, but too bad. What do they got you skill rated at?
6 and 8,
Nice.
7 and 9.
That's strong.
Right,
There's
yeah,
a bridge under the
under.
table on that side. The bamboo stick.
Nice.
Those lights really are something different. Right out here. All right, I can see the sand is almost up. I'm gonna see if I can run them out before. Nope, there it goes. That was it. I'll need this one shot though. That was it for our open swim. Tell us one more time. 3837. Is that right?
3878.
3878 Center Street in Tacoma. The
Yep.
Tipsy Tomato.
Center and Proctor, South Proctor.
That's where we'll be later this afternoon. And that's it for our open swim. We got the crew match coming up, and that's going to be Cassandra versus Tor. And I think we're going to have the lovely Deborah Gross commentate. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to take a very, very short break. When we return, as Dom said, the crew match, all that and more coming up next on Sharky Waters, The Night Dive.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to come back. You can see Cassandra's got the famous Sharky Waters coin. VIP or crown is what's on both sides. She's ready to flip it, and Tor's getting his pool cue out of the VIP lounge. Let's see what he says. VIP is the call, and crown is the make. You can see Cassandra with a thin smile there. She's definitely a little giggly about that. I know last week Cassandra pulled off the victory against Eric. Eric, big shout out to you. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're getting some good rest. Let's see if she can continue her hot streak here.
That's because all of us girls always like the crowns. Oh, If you win this week, you'll get to be the queen.
A tiara? Yeah, I believe a tiara is definitely a type of crown. I don't know the different.
It's for when you're tired because it's lighter on your head.
Yeah, we have Fred back here who has firsthand experience in knowing these types of things with 5-year-old little girls. That is absolutely a little girl's princess crown.
Looks like Cassie got one in on the break. And look at that. That 7 went right in right off the 1.
She's not lucky there, but she knows how to gain composure. See the thin cut. Overcut it. No luck on that one, though.
Nope, I think Tor might have got lucky there.
Yeah, but if you look at the 2 and the 3 ball, I don't like that. That's going to be hard for him to figure out how to get to in a way that he can navigate the next shot. He might even play safe. Tor's not afraid to do that kind of stuff. Oh, good shot. She couldn't quite hold the angle, though. It went a little wider than what he planned on. It looks like he would have had a real good opportunity to make the 2 ball and even get back to the 3 had that dropped in.
Well, that was the way to do it, the stop shot. Too bad the 1 didn't go in.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the real problem in this table pattern is the 2 and the 3. Cassie shot that shot, and though it didn't go in, she didn't pocket the ball. She did get good shape on that too. That's real not a whole lot of space to work with when you're trying to get to that ball, try and get to the 3 ball in the future of that. I mean, if it's me, I may just try and safety and mix it up. We'll see what happens here. Tor's going to move that magic rack.
And poof, it's gone.
Just like that. I don't think you can hear, but Cassandra gives him a little polite manners of thanks there for doing the labor. It's the least she could do after drilling in the bank shot on him. May as well be polite about it. Like I said, that 2 ball was always weird, and now she's on the wrong side of it from what would have been ideal. Creativity is necessary.
Here you go. Oh, tried to go in the corner pocket.
Still pretty safe, a lot of table distance. It's not lined up out of pocket directly. It's a cut there.
These are the ones I always have to look out for the scratch on. Most of the time I fail.
Yeah, so it looks like he's going to go to the pocket. It's in kind of the bottom center of the screen. Like Deborah saying, is to make sure you don't scratch on the right. I think that 2 ball's far up enough to the left.
That was a nice shot, Troy.
He's going to come around perfect for that 3 ball. Yeah. Don't do that 5 ball.
Oh, no. Skip the 5 ball.
Yeah, that felt stretched real tight, man. I'll tell you what, it's stretched so tight that if you drop a light on it, it'll just split right there where the light is.
Well, it's like the bank should work really well then.
Yeah. See if we can do some kicks right here. Missed it both ways, just barely. He's going to give Cassandra ball in hand. She's going to have a little work to do, but not too much labor. We'll see how she handles it. She's got some strut in her walk, though, like she's feeling confident. We'll see if she continues to carry that on.
It's that crown.
There on the overhead shot, she really has good posture. Keeps her elbow on the table. earlier before the show, she was shooting on the table and talking about how she was being guilty of popping up and not staying down on her shot. You can see there she stayed down real well there, got a good stroke on it. Maybe under or overrolled it, but I'm being corrected back here in the commentary booth. Apparently she was not working on staying down, she's working on weaving, is the term. Weaving while she's looking for her shot. No weaving there, straight laser eyes into the back of the pocket with a nice soft follow. Didn't even use any cushions, the table didn't even need rails, really. Could still made that shot. Tough 8-ball over there, see what he can do. He's gonna go safe. I know you do. You go for everything.
I don't go for everything. I did a good safety the other night.
Did the safety pay off when you played it?
Yep,
Got the ball back?
got the ball back.
Did you win the game?
I did.
Atta girl.
Won my 9
There it
ball.
is. That's
Nice
probably
save.
pretty good. It's a long cut all the way down. Cassandra's definitely capable of doing this, but it's no freebie.
Oh, that was
Look at that. Look at
tough
that.
miss. Look at that lead.
Yeah, that's a long table though. That's a long table. Real straight. You really just got to imagine that 9-ball's not even there. We'll switch cameras here and let you get a look at how close that cue ball is to the 9-ball there, right under Tor's glasses.
Well, those glasses make a nice marker, don't they?
I know. Yeah. Tor's commenting about the gray felt. It's been analogized to shark skin itself. That's Simonis 860 right there. For those of you guys who are curious, put on last week and then redone today. And then of course we had the light accident, so it'll probably be redone again here shortly.
Oh, the pressure.
She's going to take you on that, too. You already know. Looks like Tor really nudged the ball with a just barely miskeyed. And Cassandra, being the stickler that she is in leagues and all, has already given Tor a warning or two here in the Sharky Waters house. So I think that the cameras are rolling. It's not even a question. See how she plays it. I'll tell you what, I feel a lot of pressure when there's only 2 balls on the table sometimes. It doesn't change anything, really.
And there she
Clean
goes.
shot back in the pocket.
Look
You
at
see the
that.
ashtray rattle like a little top hat symbol there. A little music coup de grace to Adish. Got a pretty good lead. I'm sure it's not exactly where she wanted to be. But we'll see if the felt holds out for her there. Ooh.
You rattled it. It was a
Yep.
nice cut.
Yep, with the subtle sounds of 2 little bonks.
Not a bad lead either. Just gonna have to be a.
flying out. So that Simonis felt now it's got those 2 nicks in there. I don't know if the cameras will show if we switch over to the other side. Just barely above Fred's table there in the guest chair, we've got a piece of Simonis felt hanging that we're having all the guests sign, just similar to the heart-shaped painting in the back of the table there. But we've got. Ooh, what's happening? What's happening? What is this?
Oh.
Some wild action there. I wish I had the overhead view on that one. That was wild.
But that's the way I like to do that shot when it's down there and the cue ball is on the side there. I like to try and bank it for the side pocket.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild.
It
So
works
it's-
better for me.
I've been doing these paintings where I put paint all over the balls and then I break them up. Creates an abstract painting.
That's cool. Nice out, Cassie.
I'm going to be doing one on this new felt now. I have to replace it. There it was. Tor left one straight in, not too far off the rail. Cassandra nailed it, and that leaves her the champ 2 weeks in a row. Congratulations, Cassandra. Nice shot.
All right, one more quick break, and when we return, we're going to have our Shark Attack Dom versus our guest, Fred. All that and more when we return on Sharky Waters, The Night Dive. All right, we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to Sharky Waters. This is your producer and co-host, Tor. I'm here in the commentator booth with our pro commentator, Cassie. How you doing, Cassie?
I'm doing great. How are you doing tonight?
Super good. Nice game earlier. I thought I was going to have you on that 9 bank, but it didn't quite go.
You almost had it and almost went 2 rails to hit that other pocket, too.
Yeah. So it looks like our boys here are going to lag for the break. Cassie, you want to run down the rules real quick?
Yep, absolutely. It is a 9-ball race to 7. Obviously, they lag for the break. You must hit the lowest ball first in succession. Any ball can hit a cushion after making contact for a legal hit. And the 3-foul rule is in effect.
For the beginners out there, people not familiar with the 3-foul rule, what does that mean?
So 3 fouls means that if you, in succession, do not hit your object ball or foul or scratch in any way 3 times in a row, it is a loss of that game, not the entire match, just that rack.
Gotcha. So it gives someone's really good at defense, basically gives them an opportunity to play offense with their defense.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Wanting to play for a pizza? We're playing for pizza.
Looks like the money has been set for the match, and the price is pizza.
Don't let me down, Dom. Fred had a nice open break, but nothing fell. That 5 almost went into the side pocket. He clipped just a little bit too much of that one ball, and it bounced back off. And I'm pretty sure Fred has the window between the 7 and the 4. Great shot by Fred. Perfect speed. Came out nicely for the 2 ball. Overhit the 2 ball just a little bit and nudged himself on the 3. Almost made the 8 ball from the 3-8 combo, but nuzzled that 3 right back up to the cue ball for Dominic. Nice draw shot. Great hit. Snookered himself a little bit since we were talking about it earlier on that 4 ball. Nice shot by Dominic. He hit the bottom of that 4 ball. Left a tough bank or a chance for a safe for Fred. Almost there. He hit that 9 ball. Nice follow on the 4 ball. Dominic's got the 5 in the side. Six in the same pocket. 7 in the opposite side. Great attempt at the drawback for the 8, but just not quite far enough. Ooh, almost went 2 times. Same shot for Fred. A little bit wider on Fred's shot. Oh, and it nicked off the 9 and just stayed in that pocket.
As
It's
close
just unlucky.
as you can go without falling down.
Yeah, it's just a little unlucky. Dom tried to draw back past that 9 ball and came up a little short. Ooh, bank almost went again 2 times. See bank. Those fins are really getting the boys here. And there it goes. All right, it is 1-0 Dominic.
It's always the weird thing about those side pockets. Like, I feel like so much of what I practice for is cuts into the corners and stuff like that, and how you got to play those sides is so unique sometimes.
Well, I feel like on the side, the fins are a little sharper almost.
Yeah, and without that 90-degree angle, you really don't have the room for error like you do on the corner.
Well, I think a lot of it is that, 2 balls went down. What were they? 1, 2, 4 ball and this 8 ball. In the side pockets, you don't have a rail that you can bounce off of and still be able to put it in the pocket. You have like a little bit of a grace period sometimes when you miss the ball into the corners. You don't have that so much with the side pockets.
Right.
Nice bank attempt by Dom. Ooh, that cue ball almost wanted to go in the side pocket though. Nice shot on the 1. It's a nice clean shot at the 2. Nice back and forth for the 3. Tight pockets. Tough leaf. Fred is got a tough shot here. Really nice reverse bank. Really nice reverse bank. That pocket fin didn't do him any justice though. Nice cut. Really nice cut.
Kind of hear the sound of the new pockets that got installed on this table today. You hear that little
Toink.
roll. Yeah.
Nice shot by Dom. Cue ball rolled up nicely for the 9 ball. Really great out. All right, Dom is up 2 games. Score is 2-0. Dom's back at the break. That 9 ball was flying. Dry break though. Nice lead for the 2 on the side. Fred hooked himself on the 3 ball. Really great hit. Fred is actually a really good kicker. He kicks really well. Take a timeout any day from that guy for a kick. That 3 ball was a narrow miss by Dom. Didn't leave the 3 very open though with that 4 ball in the way. Ooh, really nice carom attempt / combo. There were a lot of good things that could happen in that shot actually, and he had a chance at a couple of them. Really nice try, Fred. Nice stun shot by Dom for the 4 ball. Great speed on the back and forth there on those rails. Nice shot. Unfortunate rattle on that 6 ball. Great shot on the 7 ball. Great speed for the 9. Well, on the 7 to get to the 9. Really nice spread out. Really nice out, Fred.
I saw it in your head.
All right, so the score is 2-1. Dominic is in the lead.
Fred gets his number up on the board. Gets a chance to break here. You can see both guys are looking comfortable on the table. There's always some new stuff you got to think about and work on when you're playing a new table, especially an older table like this for the first time. But yeah, our guys are in the swing of it now.
Nice break, Fred. Great spread. The 1 ball dropped on the break.
Just to answer some people in the chat room that are wondering about the location here of Sharky Waters, we're live on the scene of Sharky Waters Hotel and Resort in sunny, tropical Tacoma, Washington.
Ooh, that 9-ball almost went, but unfortunately resulted in a scratch in the side pocket.
For those of you pool fans in the Tacoma, Seattle area, if you want to come watch an episode of Sharky Waters live, send us an email at sharkywaterspool@gmail.com or send us a direct message on whatever platform you're watching us on. And we'd be more than happy to screen out all the weirdos and let all the cool people come hang out with us. Just kidding, we're all weirdos.
Clever safe there. Dom just didn't draw it quite far enough to get behind that 7. Successful save by Fred. I think Dom can see the edge of that 3-ball though. Dominic broke out that 6-5 weirdness on the end rail there. Ooh, Fred tried to carry him with the 9-ball. I love it when stuff gets interesting. And Dom is hooked behind the 9-ball for the 3.
To Casey out there in the chat room on Facebook, we're not in a pool hall. As I said, we're at Sharky Waters Hotel and Resort here in Tacoma, Washington. It's a small operation, but we're scaling up as quickly as we can. Currently, 1 table here in our pool room, and 5 more tables in our pro shop downstairs. Share space with Clean Slate Billiards, which is our local pool refurbishment and services expert company. Top in the area, actually. We're really lucky to be connected with them.
Fred is starting to run these balls. Nice draw back on the 6. Nice clean shot on the 7. Great shot on the 8. Fred had a really nice, clean run out there. I think everything he wanted to happen in that run happened.
Yeah, I think so too. Those last 4 or 5 balls there just looked like a play that the coach drew up, and he was just executing perfectly. Awesome out.
Yeah.
And that puts us at 2-2 tie game here in the Shark Attack.
It's getting close. I mean, I was starting to smell that pizza already.
That's not a shark. I've never heard one.
Pizza shark, for sure.
Jordan Irwin, if you fly up here, I'm sure we can stash you somewhere. Quick out by Dominic. It is 3-2 again, or 3-2. Dominic.
You almost said 3-2 again. It has been 3-2 before on the show.
It has. It has.
Not incorrect as our creative director, Jacqueline, enters the building. Hello. Oh, with a tiara at that.
I needed that for tonight. I think I'm going to go buy one. And just every time I get up there to play, I'm just going to shark you guys with my tiara. Mine's going to be huge, though. Hers is little. As blingy as I can find.
Be a serious distraction. For your opponent, I mean. Catching a glare off of a tiara. Another form of sharking.
I don't mind. It's Sharky Waters, after all.
Of course.
It's good.
It's like a trademark of his work.
Nice clean break by Dominic again. Looks like he pocketed the 6 ball.
It's not right, is it? It's 3?
Yeah, it's 3-2. No, it's 3-2.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I was looking at it back.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and the 4 ball. He pocketed the 4 as well.
I'll work from it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Carom's good if you're not.
Fred at those caroms again. He's always a creative shot.
I don't think that's where he intended to be, but that's about as good a place as ever.
Yeah. It's going to be a hard ball to get a good hit on.
Measured it out, gave it a really good go, and looks like maybe some of that spin put him a little bit more on the 6. To Andrew McMahon out in the chat room there, thanks for chiming in. Yeah, we're playing with the TV set, different color pool balls here. So the 6 is the green one.
And yes, it is still on the table. Thank you for the correction. Fred wasn't too happy about missing that one. Gotten a good leave on the 2 ball as well. Dom comes back with almost the same leave. Nice drawback for the 3 ball. Hit that 3 ball just a little bit too thick. That's going to bring Fred back to the table here. Fred hit that just hard enough for it to come back. And bank in the opposite corner pocket.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, you can't really ask for much after shots. Good. Yeah, right. I was right about to say.
That last shot on the 3 reminds me of our friend who's here, Vince, the Vince School of Pool, which is the harder you hit it, the more chances it's got to come off a rail and go in the pocket.
It's 9 ball.
Anything can happen in 9-ball. I prefer the traditional method, though, of just making the ball the first time. But I'll take luck if I get it. Dominic had a really nice jump where he got over that 7 ball, but he still collided with the 9 ball, giving Fred ball in hand.
Bending over this.
I love to watch jumps.
Yeah, Dom's usually pretty on it with his jumps too, but you could see that angle was just kind of tough.
He's so tall that it looks easy when he does it. He can do it through halfway from the table, just reaching over with his long arms.
I know I would have needed a step ladder for that one, and
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's cheating. You have to have at least one toe on the on the floor.
so you just reminded me of a thought that I had the other day thinking about that roll. I was watching some pro footage on YouTube or something, and saw like some people dang near putting their entire body on top of the pool table. But they
Yeah.
still had like just one toenail, it seemed like, in contact with the floor, and that seemed to be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I get on the pool table all the time. As long as one part of my shoe is on the floor, I'm all good. Ooh, that cue ball flirted with the pocket there. Oh. All right, the score is 4-2 Dominic. I have a feeling these wins are going to come in twos. 2 here, 2 there, 2 here.
2 slices, that's what I say.
Sorry.
I'm all for that. I like 2 slices. Tipsy actually has some really good wings too.
Now you're talking my language. Love me some wings.
Yeah, I don't really like chicken that much, but Tipsy has some good wings.
It's like the 1 and the 3 dropped there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are correct.
Can see a little expression from Dom about the leave that he's got on that too. Not ideal.
Looks like he's gonna jump it. And he got over that 8 ball. And that cue, or the 2 ball, looks like it might be a little safe behind that 7. Nope, Jacqueline is signaling that there is a clean shot. clean though it may be, it was overshot just a little bit. Awkward shot for Dominic, but he muscles through it. Great shot. Great drift out from the 5 to the 6. Little bit of an overcut. Nice shot by Fred. Really great speed. A lot of people would have overruled that. Great stop shot.
It's in the trees as they swinging them. It's in the cars as they passing my back. It's in the dark.
Fred is really getting some good control with his cue ball here. And the score is going to be 4-3. Dominic is still in the lead, but Fred is up to break.
So, Cassie, I heard you say you're expecting this to come in twos here. So you're thinking that this next game's going to Fred?
I mean, it feels like it. That's kind of been the swinging thing so far.
You want to put a buck on it?
Sure.
All right, I got $1 on Dom in this next match.
All right. Got $1 on Fred.
That's not real.
Feels good to have.
I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but Fred served me my very first drink ever at O'Malley's.
Wow.
I'll go one more time. I'll go one more time.
Oh, scratch on the break. It's not looking good for me right now.
Got the grip? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's all brand new. I mean, it's gonna slide a little bit because it's brand new. I mean, I was jumping out with that shit, but I'm definitely getting that. Nice shot.
Like I said, I would trust Fred to give me a timeout on a kick any day. Really nice try, Dominic. Fred is getting the speed of these tables, or of this table down, leaving himself pretty almost every shot he makes. A little little bit of an overhit there, but I think it's hidden pretty well behind that 7 ball. Dominic with the masse there. Gets a tough leave out of it. Hopefully Fred was watching me in the crew match.
Humble brag.
This lady did not let up.
To Casey out there in the chat room as Dom combos in the 6.
Really great
no,
shot, by the way.
These guys do not work at the inn. Dom is our host and owner of the resort. And Fred, as we mentioned in the interview. Fred, as we mentioned in the interview, is the owner of the Tipsy Tomato, which is a local bar and eatery here in Tacoma.
Really nice shot and breakout by Fred. I'm feeling good here. Nice shot. Nice carom on the 9 ball, and I was right. It came in 2s.
You did call it, Cassie. All right, I'm pulling out my wallet and paying you your $1. When you're right, you're right.
It'll go towards the pizza tonight. Just keep it in your wallet.
I might get that $1 back on some side action. We'll talk later as the match goes on.
I'm always good for some side action. Casey, Fred serves drinks because he owns a bar called the Tipsy Tomato in downtown Tacoma. Look it up. Great place. That 9 went flying again, but cue ball ended up in the side pocket. Dom didn't want to take any chances and tried for that 9 on the side, but fortunately, it didn't go.
Yeah, I like that play, even just to get it out of the way and take the risk off of the table.
Hey, if you make it, you make it, right? Might as well. Get a free swing at it. Ooh, great
Twofer.
bank combo. This guy might have to teach me how to bank, too.
It was beginning to look like a trick shot there at first.
Tough shot on the 3 ball. Not a bad leave, though. Dominic overhit that safe just a little bit, but Fred is left long. Kind of precarious here. Great shot on the 3 ball. Oof. He flirted with that corner pocket again. And played a nice safe there. Looks like Dominic is going to break out the jump cue again. It's always a good match when Fred has to, or when Dom has to break out the jump cue. Ooh, 9 ball, 9 ball. Wow. Oh, so close. Good speed, tough leave. Oh, really great shot. Really great shot by Dom. Really nice carom by Dominic. All right, are we gonna make the bet that it comes in 2s again?
No, absolutely not.
The score is 5-4 Dominic.
5-4. So let's say let's take this bet again if Dom goes up 2 to see if Jeff comes back with 2 in a row after that. I'll take that bet if we follow the pattern.
Fred?
Did I say Jeff?
Yes.
Thinking about something else. Fred is what I meant. Yeah, thanks for correcting me.
What else are you thinking about?
And why is it not Jacqueline?
That's your problem.
We're going way sideways fast here.
All right, so, but I'm the one for 2s, so shouldn't I have Dom this bet because I feel like it comes in 2s?
So what I'm proposing, and by the way, Jeff is the name of the person that produced the last song that was playing. Shout out to Jeffrey from of Pyrex Music.
It's a towel by your shirt.
What I was saying, Cassie, is that Dom's only up 1 per the pattern right now, so he's got 1 more game
To go to
follow
2.
the 2s. And I'm
Correct.
saying if that's the pattern that continues this round, ignore that 5-ball weirdness there, that that I'll take the bet for the following 2 matches, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you think that Dom will win this one and then Fred will win the next one, and that's what the bet is. And if that doesn't happen, then I get an additional $1. Otherwise, I hand you back your $1.
That is not the bet that I am placing.
Gotta be clear about your bets before it's good.
Nice shot by Fred. I mean, I'll take the bet that Fred wins this one if that's what you want.
I just don't. I'm confused as to how else to explain that I'm not offering a bet on this match right now. I feel like I've been expressly clear about that.
Dom is breaking out the jump cue again. I'm gonna try and hop over this 9 ball and pocket hit that 3. Oh, he retracted it. Ooh, really nice kick save. That was a good shot by Dom.
Send it off the table instead.
Narrow miss, Fred. Narrow miss.
concerned about that tough cut outside of the 6, but I think that angle ended up being the perfect shot. What little he could see of the 4.
Nice try on the 5 in the side pocket. Almost ended up safe. Great draw by Fred. I would need the bridge in this shot too. Fred is just playing flawlessly every time he gets out. Great out.
Broke our pattern of 2s here.
Should have taken the bet. The score is 6-5 right now.
We're fives. No, we're even. Fives.
5-5 is the score. It was 5-4, and then Fred won.
It'll be interesting to see what Fred plays here on the 1 ball. Ooh, great try. Great try. Not a bad leave either. That's long. Ooh, great bank combo. Great shot by Dominic. Nice drift over. Really nice follow on that 2 ball. Great try on the carom. Oh, it almost went into that side pocket too.
I shouldn't have shot so hard. I was just going to that just in case, but.
Reverse bank attempt by Fred, and cue ball falls in the opposite corner pocket. Ooh, nice try on the bank by Dominic. Just decided to hang in the jaws of that pocket. These new pockets are an adjustment, that's for sure. Really nice kick for that 6 ball in the pocket to come out for the 7.
We would like you to participate and tell us about your experience. Having this information will help
Oof,
serve you better
overcut that
and will
8
help
ball.
you as soon as we
Oh, and that 9 almost went in the pocket.
If you would like
Brett
to
gives the game to
participate, we will
Dominic.
assist you shortly.
All right, so now it is 6-5. I know I'm correct this time. Dominic. I expect a battle though. Fred's gonna get the next one. He'll. I'm calling it now. Or Dom breaks and runs.
To JoJo in the chat room, thanks for chiming in and for watching the show. We're located here in Tacoma, Washington, and we're at the Sharky Waters Hotel and Resort.
Tough lead from Dominic to Fred on the 3 ball. Ooh, really nice bank attempt. Almost ended up safe, but I think Dominic can see this whole ball here. Really great try by Dom.
We would like you to tell us about your experience. If you would like to participate, we will assist you shortly.
Oh, great bank attempt. Great shot by Dominic. Really nice cut. Nice shot on the 5 ball in the side pocket. Great stop shot by Dominic. Great cue ball control there. Great. Nice shot. And that is the game. All right, pizza, here I come after the break pot.
If you don't have $10, then just pretend like you do. Okay, yeah. Cassandra, you rack them for the air. Yeah.
Oh, shout out Motorcycle Man outside.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, this is the break pot. Dom, can you remind me who's sponsoring the break pot?
Clean Slate Billiards.
Good old Clean Slate Billiards.
Yeah, from the
for
pro
those
shop
of you,
downstairs.
Yeah, for those of you in the Puget Sound area that want to get your pool table fix on, or maybe you need new felt, or
What's that?
need some kind of help
Yep,
of some
yep,
kind. Clean
yep.
Slate.
You got it. Anything and everything.
Give us a message and we'll put you in touch with the owner directly. So Fred now is going to have a crack at the break pot. So the rules of the break pot is there's no magic rack. You got to rack it up with the wooden rack.
Totally.
Every shot has to be a legal shot. Luck counts, and if you can run out the
Good
table
match, man.
or combo
You
or
play
carom
strong. The nerves are
to
real out.
get the 9 ball in, then that counts as a win as well. If you win, you're taking home 90% of the break pot, and 10% we're going to throw back in there to start the next break pot. So Fred's gearing up, and shaking everything loose, and he's going to have a crack here in just a second. Let's see if he's taking home the money today.
Good luck. Thank you. That's that.
That is that. Thank you, guys.
Dry break, unfortunately, for Fred, but it's all right, Fred. We love you anyways. Glad that you're here.
Heck yeah. Glad to be here.
And Dom, back to you.
That's it for us tonight on Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive. Thanks for joining us, especially Fred Vetters. We got pizza coming our way. So we're going to be at the Tipsy Tomato one last time with the address.
3878 South Center.
3878 South Center. We'll probably be there more than just this evening because these guys are sponsoring the whole season. Thank you so much for that. as well as Clean Slate Billiards. Thanks for the sponsor of the Break Pot, as well as the show. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing the likes. Get your practice in on the drill. Try that one. And remember, perfect practice makes perfect performance. Enjoy peace.